Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back on the channel with another body cam. We got college killer, thinks he's getting away with it. Did y'all ever have any of that going on your campus while you was there?
Not that I can recall, no. Like, it was situations happening, around.
That didn't involve any
not
students.
Necessarily. I can't remember who it involved, but that I can recall, no. I'm just going to say no, because I can't remember if so. Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah. I already know.
One situation, crazy. That situation, crazy situation, college, bro. And me and this dude, we had the same major. Did he get life?
I think so.
Oh, he got 50 years.
I don't remember.
It was something like that. He got a long time. That situation was beyond crazy. Oh my God. Another situation happened right before I came here. Came to my college. That one was on Snap. Crazy situation involving that one. Y'all can look that one up. Two college roommates, beyond crazy. Another dude, I actually met him because one of my roommates used to come over and chill with my roommate all the time. He got killed, and when I found out I said, what? All over because he was a big flirt. And I used to DJ. They'd be like, "What the party's at this weekend?" And if I ain't vibing on nothing, I'd be like, "I don't know, bro. Like, all right, we trying to go turn up, man. We trying to turn up." That's all he used to do. He just turn up dude, and he was cordial with everybody. But somebody, he was able to identify the killer before he died. But it's a plethora. When I was in cook school, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
My homeboy got shot at a party. I was supposed to be with him. It's a lot of stuff. But that's what happened when you typically go to a big college. But even though my college it's a big college, but it's also a commuter college too. So a lot of people coming from, which is, y'all be careful on these campuses though. And ladies, y'all really, really be careful on these campuses, Because I also had a homegirl who got robbed by a dude from I don't know the dude, but I know his brother. And he was like, yeah, my brother robbed this chick. I said, oh, and I was cool with this chick. I said, oh, your brother robbed her. Ladies, be careful. Never travel at night by yourself. Also be aware of your surroundings. And if you know it's a dark area on campus, never go in that area when it's not light outside.
Yeah.
Be careful. 100%. Be careful. Or also walk in groups or in packs and never alone at night at all. I haven't seen too much. But hey, did I already tell them?
I have no clue.
Make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want to first part, you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
Let's go, man. Let's hop into the body cam, man. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's about.
So you know if I'm going to be able to go home today?
Why do I always want to go home?
You aren't going anywhere. What you did last night is fucked up. You killed somebody.
Okay.
Just hours prior to this interrogation, 20-year-old Isaac Pence brutally stabbed someone to death and fled the scene. Over 20 college students watched as Isaac viciously took the life of their friend, Charles Starner. Unfortunately for them, they were in the middle of the woods, staying in a vacation cabin in Ohio. Help was far away, and Isaac was on the run. Over the course of the next few days, this group of college kids would work with police to hunt down this evil killer together and bring justice to their friend who was senselessly killed.
And you got all these witnesses, and you got the nerve to ask if you going home.
Facts.
Bitch, please. Like, come on. Was anything we out in the woods? I don't want to say intoxication has anything to do with it.
If you get that intoxicated, come on now.
See, people we get off of everything. But I don't want to say.
But Isaac thinks he's getting away with it.
I stabbed him. I was like, holy shit.
And you think that's funny?
Everyone got way too drunk. About 15 of them all wanted to come outside and try and jump me. Shit gonna happen.
Told you.
Yeah.
I knew alcohol was involved. This is a whole bunch of college kids out in the woods. I know that much. My point was,
I was thinking of harsher shit too, though.
I woke up.
No, I'm saying I was thinking like, in college people like to experiment with a lot of harsh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, does he even have any recollection of what went down?
You know what happened.
I ain't trying to give him benefit of the doubt though.
My mom's like, hey, cops are out here for you. I was like, what the fuck do you mean the cops are out here for me?
On the night of April 22nd, 2023, 23-year-old Dalton Flagg was celebrating his birthday with friends and family at a rented cabin in Hocking County, Ohio. But what should have been the perfect night would quickly turn out to be a tragedy. This is the CCTV footage outside the house. After a long night of drinking, an altercation ensues between a group of teens. Isaac stood in the midst of the argument with his girlfriend Sabra watching from afar. After a few seconds of back and forth, Isaac snaps, throwing a punch into the crowd. This made them push Isaac back into a car where he would strike the crowd again before setting off towards his own vehicle. However, moments later, the fist fight quickly turned into a gruesome scene. Outside of the camera's view, Isaac ran back to his car to grab something. But before he could exit his car again, he was quickly cornered by multiple people trying to force him to leave. That's when Isaac pulled out his...
Oh, he a whole bitch. That's what he is. You threw the first punch, then you run to the car and go get a weapon. Because you're a whole bitch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And if you know you can't handle your liquor... This ain't the first time he's been drunk around some of these people. They probably already know what type of time he's on, especially his girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Tell him no drinking. If you drink, no. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because this all could have been preventable.
True.
Some of y'all, like, I've been around plenty of people, even when you try to tell them no, just stop hanging with these people. Like, for real, cut them off. Hey, if you're gonna go down that by yourself.
Right.
Don't take nobody down that road with you. But unfortunately, this night, he did take somebody with him. And unfortunately, they're no longer with us.
He was quickly cornered by multiple people trying to force him to leave. That's when Isaac pulled out his knife and attacked. Charles Starner, the college student pushing on Isaac's car door, went on to receive 6 brutal stab wounds, struck in the neck and the back. Panic set in as everyone realized the horrifying scene unfolding in front of them. One of Charles's friends quickly grabbed him and pulled him away from the vicious attack. Isaac would then quickly get inside his car and drive off into the woods with his girlfriend Sabra. The killer, Isaac, was now on the loose and would spend the following hours attempting to cover his tracks. Charlie, on the other hand...
Do he look like a typical college student to you? He might be of their age group, but he probably ain't even in college with them. And that's another thing I used to hate, is having college parties and people wanting to invite their friends from back home, that they don't have nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. And so because that's what happened with that party that everybody got shot at. 4 or 5 people got shot. It wasn't the college goers. It was the people that didn't belong to the college, the old girl that now the stripper want to bring in. Yeah. You wanted to bring in these, and then they get into it with some other dudes, and you thinking, and then innocent people, because they didn't hit nobody but innocent bystanders. Yeah. Everybody that got hit ain't had nothing to do with it. I hate.
Don't be like that, sadly.
And that's the reason why a lot of times back in the day in college parties and gatherings and stuff, they be like, bring your ID. And I used to be like, dang, when I was throwing parties, I was like, I don't want to put that on people. Because that's something something extra you have to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. Because so many people who ain't got, like when you in college, you feel like you got stuff to lose. Mm-hmm. You working on the future. You trying to do something with yourself. But the ones who ain't, They don't operate like that, especially when they're young.
The student he just stabbed limped over to his friends, fading in and out of consciousness.
So
Charlie's friend Hannah was an EMS student, but the injuries were too brutal for her to keep him alive. By the time paramedics arrived on scene, it was already too late, and Charlie would pass away. Officers at this point have no idea what led to Charlie's death. Anyone at the crime scene could be a potential killer, so they immediately rally everyone together, looking for outliers.
All right, you want to slide him over so I can move my car?
Let's go, guys.
That is Detective Sumner right there. She's going to start asking questions.
Nice to meet you.
Top of the morning.
Yeah, great night.
Who saw what happened?
I saw everything that happened.
Why don't you think stand over here? You saw what happened too? Stay separate, but stand over here.
Man, all y'all saw what happened. And saw with them, man. We ain't trying to snitch.
Sometimes some people don't see everything from the start to finish because depending on where you were standing at, you may not have seen everything.
Also, some of these people might be a little intoxicated.
And some may be a little bit more intoxicated than others.
They ain't trying to sit on one day. I'm intoxicated.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
The two people who just stepped forward are Hannah and James, and they are the only two who are entirely drenched in blood.
You have a phone?
Oh, wow.
I believe it's
Okay.
right to the side of the forerunner.
Just stand where you're at. Okay. Any blood on your pants or shoes?
Bro.
We're probably gonna take your hoodie.
James's blood stains appear to be those of a witness, since they were smooth and smeared. If he was the one who stabbed Charlie, the blood patterns would likely be sharp and scattered across the body. As for Hannah, all of her arms were covered in blood, indicating that she was likely trying to stop Charlie from bleeding out by applying pressure. Regardless, it's clear the two were eyewitnesses to Charlie's murder, so Detective Summers and her counterpart would immediately conduct an interview with both James and Hannah to get a clear recollection of events.
Alright, that's a body cam sitting up there on the dash. Alright, tell me what you saw, what happened, what led up to all these events.
So I had been inside the house. Once you go in and you go to the right, there's like the whole kitchen, family room, blah, 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 blah. Well, there's this one kid the whole party that, because he knew I had a background in EMS, was calling me firefighter. And so I showed him some pictures from like different like fires I'd been on. And then somebody got mad at him for talking to me, which wasn't even any guy that I really knew. Well, so they started fist fighting inside, like right in the doorway once you go into the right. And
stop going to parties with your significant other. It always that's the reason why.
Especially
if you young too.
I'm about to say just heavy alcohol involved and you get intoxicated. You don't know how to handle your liquor. This person, because everyone is different under the influence. Some people are more shut off. Some people are like angry drunks and they like to fight. And so it's just stop. You
also,
know what
if
I'm saying?
you're insecure, like a lot of people are insecure.
And know your limits. If you gonna be drinking, if you just have to drink,
you over there flirting with that bitch. I know what the fuck you doing.
Just stop, because y'all be taking it too far.
And then they get to fighting, and dudes want to hop in and protect her.
Trying to break it up.
Trying to get him up out of there.
Just leave because you cause it,
And then he stabbed and killed somebody, and then they both leave together.
And they both end up leaving together.
The ones who started leave together.
Make it make sense.
When y'all could have just left in the first place.
In the first place.
the kid that's covered in blood, Jimmy and I were kind of standing off to the side. And I told him, I was like, I don't like this. Everybody's trying to tear it up and stuff. Like, they were still wrestling. They got out into this main corridor right here in front of the door, but I was still sitting, at the kitchen table. So, I could kind of hear what was going on. But, once again, I didn't want to get on fire. Well, I heard somebody say gun. And that's when I was like, I'm definitely going to stay in here. They're out here fighting, right in front of my truck, the Toyota 4Runner. And Jimmy, the kid that's covered in blood, was trying to separate them. And And I think what happened is he pulled over to a center console, pulled a knife out, and what he did, he went straight for the neck. That's how he got the neck wound. For his back again, and he got him again in the back. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 stab wounds. But I mean, he did, it was very fast, very vigorously.
The moves Hannah describes are not supposed to be used to protect yourself from the attacker, but to kill them.
Yes,
One
just
poke
kill
or a
stuff.
stab might be enough to deter the attacker, but 4 or 5 of them to vital parts of the victim's body is a
Vital
clear
parts.
indication that Isaac intended to kill.
So kind of explain this to me a little bit. So they were fighting, I guess, fist fighting over here on this side?
Yeah, they were fighting on this side.
Okay. And then what happened?
That guy, I think his name's Isaac, he got up, came over to his car, which was right where the...
Got up, so he got knocked down?
I don't know. I was standing on the porch at that time.
He was over here on the porch?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I just saw them all go down there. He was parked right next to the 4Runner. So he went to get in his car, and that's when everything happened. But I saw him start stabbing Charlie, so that's when I kicked his door to kind of stump him. And then I pulled Charlie away and then onto the other side, and that's when we were all just holding him.
Did he know he had a knife at that point, you think?
No, nobody knew.
Okay.
And then after that, I just kept my arm around Charlie to hold pressure on all of his wounds, and then that's why there's blood from this side of the 4Runner over, because after I drug him there, that's where I sat the whole time until you guys got here.
I trust my gut feeling, and tonight was just not right, and that was terrifying. I understand completely. It was just an absolute show, and I came out onto the porch to make sure, I was honestly kind of scared I was going to get shot, because they had said, there might be a gun, but I wanted to be here in case somebody got hurt, and
Isaac had called over the phone and threatened to come back and finish the job, further confirming to police that this was not an act of self-defense. While Jimmy and Hannah's interviews provide detectives with a clear picture of what led to the stabbings, both witnesses had never met Isaac before. However, police still know nothing about the actual person who committed this murder.
Who invited Isaac?
And that's what I was about to say.
Who invited him? Because I'm pretty sure you've been
did he show up with his girlfriend? His girlfriend was invited.
So, I'm like you. Stop bringing folks. If you don't check with me to see if it's okay to bring a +1, if I invite you but you feel like you have to bring other people, you stay home too. Cause I'm not with all that.
Especially, man, you don't need to go to the school. You don't socialize with us. We don't know you, bro.
I don't know you
Keep
at all. I don't know how
home.
you are under certain, situations. Like I said, please just stay at home.
Facts. Oh, hold on. This just happened. My bad.
So Detective Summers decides to bring in Dalton, the party's host, who also happens to be Sabra's brother, and he would reveal some twisted information crucial to solving this case.
Well, there go my answer.
I said,
there go my
answer.
Say that. Keep your boyfriend in house. And since this is Sabra's brother, I'm pretty sure he's been around Isaac. You know how Isaac is.
But it's his birthday, right? They celebrate his birthday. He want his sister out there. She want to bring her boyfriend. So even if he told Sabra not to bring, 9 times out of 10, either Sabra wasn't going to come out or she was going to bring him anyway.
That's fine. So,
yeah, I figured he wasn't a college student. Looked like the rest of them.
Come on.
Oh, my mic all the way over here. Hopefully I'm talking louder. I forgot.
Let's go.
Brother, and he would reveal some twisted information crucial to solving this case.
So walk me through, how long have you guys been here?
We've been here the whole weekend. We got here Friday, 4 p.m. I think it was. And literally, all these people, I was making sure everybody had safe rides home. I didn't want people driving. If you're driving, there's plenty of room to stay. Everybody can stay. And I was making sure everyone was leaving. And Isaac Pence, the one that he was belligerent. And I said, dude, I was like, you have a safe ride to go home. Just leave. There's no, there's no reason for anything. You're everybody's going home. Half the people are sleeping, trying to go to bed.
You would think Dalton would have been able to calm him down a little bit because he that's your sister boyfriend. I'm sure, like you said, y'all have had interactions before. I'm sure you know him, but I guess he was more trying to get him to leave. But
Which
also, it's your birthday.
Thing. Just go.
But a lot of people, honestly, ain't got that respect.
I was in the when this all like went down. I was telling everybody to get him out. Like, just get him out of here. Tell him to leave. Get him out of here. And
there you go. That's the problem. Because everybody's trying to respect Dalton, and Dalton's telling everybody just get him out of here. So people he don't know none of these people. I'm not making an excuse for him or anything. So don't get it twisted, because some people do. So people being more. He doesn't know these people.
Well,
let me finish.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, even though he should have just left, but my only thing, Dalton, because you probably was the one that knew him the most, should have been the one to be like, hey, bro.
Sometimes you can't control grown people. Obviously, it seemed like he still wasn't listening. For them to even have him over here, he's still not listening to him. So you don't respect nobody.
To even separate them two, it looks as though, from this viewpoint of it, they probably was getting.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Since they got Dalton over here and Isaac over there, he ain't paying attention. He don't care what Dalton talking about. Yeah. He don't have respect for anyone from the looks of it. So
honestly, he shouldn't even been at the event in the first place.
And then they all started freaking out. He stabbed someone. I was like, we all were freaking out. Like, I was like, I was so much in shock. Like, I did not know what to do. I was up in there, and Hannah and Jimmy, they were all helping, like holding, like on him. I was like, just keep pressure on him. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, and they were all calling.
Who is him?
Who's
him? When you're saying that they were holding pressure on him,
Chuck, the one that got stabbed. Charlie Starner, Hannah, and Jimmy, they were holding pressure on him after, like, they were like, he stabbed him, and like Isaac hopped in the car after, like, immediately and sped off.
Well, you could have just went there in the first place.
Okay. Who was Isaac with? Who did he sleep with?
My sister, Sabra. Isaac's had issues in the past. He's put his hands on my sister, and he's just literally went to jail 3 months ago for putting his hands on my mom.
Your mom? And you okay with him being? Hell fucking no.
Are you okay with what?
Him being here at my birthday party. You got me. Is this his birthday party?
It's his birthday.
I know it's his gathering, but
I think it's for his birthday.
You got me fucked up, bro. You ain't coming. And Sabra better not bring your ass out here. I'm a, you know.
Isaac Pence was someone that should never have been at this party in the first place. He already had a history of being violent, as Dalton explained, and to make matters worse, he was deadbeat drunk. Flailing around, assaulting everyone that came into view, it was only a matter of time before someone got seriously hurt. It just so happened that Dalton telling Isaac to leave made him explode. More importantly, Dalton explained that Isaac went to prison for assaulting his mother. This is very important information, as it could prove in court that Isaac had pre-existing tendencies of assault. Detective Summers plans to speak to Dalton's mother face-to-face, but before she's able to do so, she receives disturbing information that changes the case completely.
They went to the hotel room where Sabra's mom is staying. She told him to get their shit and get out. And I don't know, she doesn't know if he's coming back to finish what he started or what.
Oh, nice. Cool. Hope he does. I'll head up to the top.
All right, good luck. Go with God.
With these claims in mind, police would have everyone evacuate the premises and lock down the cabin. Fortunately, Isaac would never show, and the hunt for Isaac Pence would go cold for the night.
I'm Lieutenant English. This is Detective Randolph. Okay. We just need a statement from you about what happened last night.
I know. I was supposed to be at work at 6 o'clock this morning. I was woke up at 3 a.m. by my daughter calling me on the phone. She was hard to understand. I could tell she was intoxicated. And she was very hard for me to understand what she was saying. I knew there was a fight. She said a fight was breaking out. She said I'd lost my I don't have my glasses. I don't have my purse. I don't have a shoe. I was trampled on. Dalton and Isaac. Dalton is my son. Isaac is. They not been bad blood, but Isaac's not treated Sabra very well. We had a court case not too long ago where he threw me across the room. So Dalton's just protective of his sister, worried for her safety, really. So he told her yesterday he's not to come if he's been drinking. Well, when he got out of the car, he already had an empty container on him. And Dalton said he tried to get him to leave all night. Several times he tried to get him to leave, and Isaac wouldn't leave.
Okay. So this is what she told you on the phone, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I said, Sabra, where are you going right now? Where are you? She said she first told me they were at Isaac's house. I said, Sabra, okay. But I could hear this in the background. I could hear Isaac talking to somebody. And she was still sitting in the car. And I said, if you're at your house, if you guys are at your house, why are you still sitting in the car? She was like, well, I don't know where we are. I said, Sabra, ask Isaac where you are. So she asked Isaac where they were. Isaac said, it's okay, I stopped at a buddy's house. And I said, okay. I don't know what buddy. I know they said something on Chicken Coop Road. But then they left there and came to the room. They were in my room, maybe 20 minutes, and I told Isaac he needed to leave. He said he was calm when I was talking to Sabra on the phone. Much different person when he was there at the room. He said, well, once I go to my house to get what I need, I'm going back out there. I don't know what he was meaning, but he was going out there to finish something off.
What time was that?
That was, they left my room at 19 till 5.
There go the problem. One of the problems right there. They left my room. Ain't no way in hell you, my daughter, finna leave and go back with a drunk. You are intoxicated. He is intoxicated. He has a court case already with me as your mother trying to protect you. Sabra, you are a problem. I've seen it. Why, you know? Mm-hmm. And then everybody else get pulled into the bullshit because you don't want to leave the bullshit. And then get mad when everybody else get involved in the bullshit. Nobody wants to have to deal with that shit. You are already intoxicated. And he's probably even more intoxicated than you are. Because he probably went to his buddy house to try to see what the buddy on. If he want to get right with him. Trying to see if he going to come back and try to do some stuff. And the buddy probably like, nah, man, just chill, bro. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
5 a.m.?
Yes. Because then I called my mom because I said, obviously, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to work today. And I called McDonald's. I'm a manager at McDonald's, and I called him and said, I don't really know what's going on. This is all I know, but I know my kid, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not being told everything, and I still can't believe this.
It's frankly terrifying that despite the fact that Sabra just watched her boyfriend stab someone to death, all she cares about is getting her belongings back before work the next day. This ignorance and complete disregard for their crimes is something that both Isaac and Sabra should be held accountable for. Police would go on to get written statements from everyone at the house that night, adding to the pile of evidence against Isaac. However, the next day, Hannah and James would show up to the station to provide police with the most damning evidence they've received yet.
Obviously, a lot was going on yesterday. So I remember how I said I had been on the porch? Mm-hmm. Well, I flew off the porch so fast, and I ended up on the hood of my truck because I thought Isaac was going to hit my car. Okay. So I started recording a video in the circumstance that he hit my car. Okay. And I captured the entire stabbing. I captured Sabra, the female that was in the passenger seat. You can see her reach into the back seat with her flashlight on her phone on.
Hold on. So Sabra, he probably couldn't see. She put the flashlight in the back seat so he could see where the weapon at. Accessory to the murder. You see how easy it is to get yourself wrapped up into somebody else
just
bullshit?
like that. Just like it, quick.
Too damn quick. You accomplice.
There's Sabra grabbing stuff right back. And then that's him dragging him away. Honestly, if you put the brightness on the video up, we might be able to see a little bit better. So, it just goes so fast. But it's him standing up in the door up there. There's Sabra getting into the back seat. She grabs something and she tosses it onto his seat.
Tosses what?
Something from the back seat onto his car seat that Isaac's on. So Isaac's right there in the middle. He's the one standing up there. That's his arm yelling, telling him. Then he stabbed her.
Or did she slip it in his pocket? Did she throw it on the seat or slip it in his back pocket?
She gave it
because
to
whatever it was, he reached down.
Yeah, because he's still standing like
he's still standing. He never like bent down or turned around.
Yeah,
so
he never turned his
either
back.
She put it in his back pocket
or
and
put
he
it in his
reached
hand.
or put it in his hand.
Because I saw at one point his hand kind of reached down.
Yeah, but I can't really tell.
So basically, she gave him the murder weapon.
I can't tell, but yeah.
And that's Jimmy grabbing him and pulling him back.
Unfortunately, we have to censor the evidence due to YouTube's guidelines, but an uncensored version, along with the extended 3-hour cut of the video, is available on our Patreon linked in the description. This video is a crucial step in proving Isaac guilty, as it shows clearly that Isaac did in fact stab Charlie. Additionally, Sabra seems to hand something over to Isaac right before the stabbing occurs, meaning she could have potentially given Isaac the knife used to kill Charlie. With this, police have more than enough evidence to arrest Isaac and Sabra. This would be an easy task, as police were able to ping Sabra's phone location to Isaac's house. They would be detained shortly thereafter. However, during the investigation, they also discovered something peculiar. By tracing the car's movements found at Isaac's house, officers realized that Sabra and Isaac visited 2 other locations before arriving at their own home. The first was the house of Isaac's friend, Justin Sloan. At approximately 3 a.m., just minutes after the stabbing, CCTV cameras captured Sabra and Isaac stopping at the home. Why exactly they stopped would soon unravel itself as officers called Justin.
Hello? Hello, is this Justin?
Yes.
Hi, Justin. This is Detective McKnight, Hocking County Sheriff's Office. I appreciate you talking to our Captain Robinson earlier, but I've just got a couple follow-up questions real quick.
Okay.
So the questions that I have is, do you know Sabra?
Yes, because she knew my little brother and stuff. That's how I met her.
But this is the first time she's been to your house?
This current house that I live in, yes. Normally we all just kind of meet at our friend's house.
Was she present during the discussions when Isaac was telling you what was happening, what happened last night?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was she present when he hid the knives?
She was in my garage on the phone with her mother.
And he left the garage to go, did he say he was going to go do that?
Yeah, I couldn't really tell him no because I didn't know what was going on. I had no idea if it was true or not.
Okay. Do you have any idea who told the police that he was going to come back and finish the job?
I don't think. I didn't hear him say stuff like that when he was drunk and freaking out at my house, though. It might even be on camera, but I don't know.
He did say stuff like that at your house?
Kind of. It was more of like he just wanted to go back and beat up the other people that were trying to jump him.
Okay, all right.
The killer couple
How he want to go back and beat? Well, you was finna pause.
No, I wasn't about to pause. I was just like, now he threw the knife. You not about to throw you not about to throw your murder weapon on my property. Like, are we okay?
I don't know why.
Do not come to my house
just because I ain't got the murder weapon.
Why would you come to my house after you just did? Go home.
Go turn yourself in.
Go turn yourself in. Well, we know that ain't gonna happen. Don't come to my house. Do not come to my house involving me in some mess.
Sabra go to jail?
Yes. And then you come to my house involving me. No, and then I ain't report nothing. Y'all done told me the whole story. You done threw the murder weapon on.
We can be 100% off. Honestly, truthful. Sabra, I don't think that would have happened if you ain't throw him a knife. You could have just pulled him in the car. Y'all could have left.
And y'all could have left. Let's go.
You literally gave him a knife.
hid 2 knives at Justin's home. Evidently, the 2 were panicking. With a fresh kill on their hands, they didn't know what to do and stashed the knives at Justin's home without him knowing. Once Justin refuses to give...
How Justin didn't know Justin sitting there watching him throw the
Unless
shit?
He didn't know what he threw.
Man, come on,
but
man.
But also, what you throwing, buddy? Don't be throwing nothing on my property.
What you said?
What you throwing, buddy?
She said, what you throwing, buddy?
Don't be throwing nothing on my... I'm serious.
Them shelter, Isaac and Sabra make a second stop, Sabra's mother's hotel room. It's obvious the two are panicking. Isaac knew what he did could get him in serious trouble, so instead of working with the police to prove his innocence, he hid the murder weapons and ran. The evidence points to Isaac as a clear killer who murdered an innocent college student for no reason.
Bingo.
With little to no evidence proving this statement to be wrong, detectives decide it's time to conduct their first formal interrogation with Isaac. The goal of this interrogation is to get Isaac to admit to the...
Boy, they already gave him something to eat. Yeah, boy, they said, you want to enjoy your last free meal?
murder, and then slowly break his attempt at claiming self-defense until he has nothing left other than to admit his evil actions.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? You live on Pickerington Road? Okay, how long have you lived there?
About 6-7 years now.
Who do you live there with?
My mom, my stepdad.
Okay.
I got a little brother, a little sister.
Okay.
And then Sabra and my 2 kids.
Okay.
That's high school.
My fiance.
Okay, alright. And how old are your children?
One is 1 and one is 4 months.
Okay.
Are they kids by Sabra?
I have no clue.
So Sabra, you finna throw your whole life away. So now the kids, bro. The kids.
Alright.
On the surface, it might look like Isaac is a proud father, but he's hiding more than a few skeletons in his closet. When officers arrived to arrest him, his home's condition was beyond deplorable. The pungent smell of ammonia, likely accumulated from urine, filled up every single corner of the home. But that wasn't even the worst part. Isaac was a well-known abuser, and in his girlfriend's mother's words, Sabra was his biggest victim. This meant that the children he tries to speak so dearly about were the same ones who, according to people close to Isaac, had to live in a house that stunk of urine, all the while seeing their mother be abused on the regular. To many, it might seem that Isaac's complete disregard and ignorance of anyone but himself is what landed him here in the first place. Yet, in his eyes, he seems to think that he's done nothing wrong. In fact, as the interview continues, it's almost as if he sees himself as the victim.
So, sounds like you guys came up here for a birthday party, is that correct?
Yeah.
So whose birthday was it?
It was her brother's birthday. Me and her brother never got along.
Okay.
I was sitting there the whole time. I was like, I know this is a bad idea, but I want to make her happy. So I was like,
And I was gonna pause it, but he said him and the brother never got along. Well, you should, if you know that, then you should have stayed home. If Sabra know that, and y'all already have an abusive relationship, y'all already have an abusive relationship. Dalton already told you don't bring him if he been drinking.
Sabra ain't as innocent.
Be home with your children. You got a 1 year on a 4-month-old, and y'all out partying and getting drunk.
Or you also need to be at home instead of being outside partying and getting drunk. Hell, clean the fuck up. It smell like piss in the house. Shorty, clean up. Mop. Straighten up.
Wash, honey. Honey,
It's
that whole
stank.
house need to be...
That's the problem.
Because if you... Okay.
That's the problem. There's multiple problems in this whole situation. Sabra ain't as innocent. Hell, they probably going fisticuffs, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
you know, I will try to put my pride aside. Let's go ahead and go.
Well, you got to put no pride
We were
aside for
there.
me.
Everything was good. It was completely.
When did you get there?
As of around 8, I think 8:30. Well, everything was completely fine.
It
and
they ain't
we
want
had a
you
good
to-
time. She ended up having a panic attack because she wanted to get into a hot tub, and she was way too drunk, and she's, oh, he's gonna be mad if I get in a hot tub. And I was like, hey, you're fine, go get in a hot tub. She's like, well, there's other dudes in there. I was like, listen, I'm not getting in a hot tub because I'm wearing work shorts, or work pants, work shirt. I'm not getting in a hot tub. I was like, you want to get in there? Go ahead.
Notice how Isaac completely leaves out the facts that he, too, was belligerently drunk. Pay attention to how Isaac cleverly leaves out details that may diminish his story.
She gets in there, everything's fine. Well, later on that night, she's outside, and we're all standing out in the hallway.
She's outside, so...
Yeah, she's out on the patio.
Who's she?
Sabra.
Okay.
And then it was me, her brother, and I think like 2 other guys.
Alright, and what's her brother's name?
Dalton.
Dalton, okay.
I don't know the other 2 guys, but we were all standing right here in the hallway, and someone ended up like pushing me. So I pushed him back. Well, Dalton thought that I pushed his girlfriend Ariza. And so he got all pissed off. That's when everyone tried to jump me. Well, I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. So I start throwing them to the side. And that's when I was like, I'm not trying to f*** anybody. So just toss them to the side. I got in my car. I was telling Sabra, I was like, hey, if you want to go, then we're going. Well, they came and they got in the passenger car, and they took her sunglasses, or no, her actual glasses and her purse out, trying to keep her to just stay there. So, oh, you're gonna stay here. And I was like, well, with everything going on, like, I'm going to leave. Because...
You said you just want to leave?
Yeah, it was from 10 to 15 guys.
Okay.
And they all decided they were gonna try to fight me. Well, then this one comes up to my car door, came up and he was kicking my car. I mean, once they started sitting there trying to bust the glass to get to me, that's when I put out a knife. I was like, hey, you need to back up. And they didn't listen. No, they ended up opening my car door.
What car door?
My driver's side car door.
They did? Okay.
Yeah. It was 2 to 3 guys were sitting there, and they were just yanking on it. I was trying to hold it as good as I could, and it was 3 guys sitting there pulling on it. I was like, I'm not gonna let my door break. I was like, hey, you guys need to back up. Like, this is not going down right here.
Okay.
And they didn't want to listen. So I was like, listen. And just start poking out a little bit.
Immediately, Isaac's story contradicts all of the witness statements thus far. Isaac claims he was the one trying to leave the party, while everyone else claims they were trying to get Isaac to leave. Unfortunately for Isaac, the phone recording, CCTV footage, and mountains of other evidence go directly against what he's saying. But, for now, detectives will let Isaac create a detailed narrative without confrontation, so that they can use it against him in later interrogations.
Like, I didn't try to do it to physically hurt anybody really bad, but I did it just to, like, poke, like, hey, I have a knife, calm down.
Well, where did you get the knife?
Oh, it was in my car.
Okay.
I use it for work.
Okay.
Because doing construction,
okay,
we used to cut plastic and everything.
Okay.
They wouldn't stop. They just kept going. So I tried to stab the one guy in the arm just so they would go. Well, as soon as I stabbed him in the arm, they left. The other 2 guys took off completely.
Okay.
And that's when Sabra got in the car and I took off. I left, got somewhere safe. I called my mom. I was like, hey, I should not be driving right now. And a bunch of shit just popped off. I was like, I need to figure out something. I gotta go somewhere, but I don't need to be driving.
So you stabbed the guy in the arm one time?
I think it was twice.
Twice? Sure wasn't more than that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So when you left and you said you called mom, right? So did she come get you from there?
She wasn't able to.
Gotcha. So where'd you go after that?
I went straight home.
Isaac is blatantly making lie after lie. Every lie he makes during this interrogation will only come back to haunt him once he's presented with factual evidence.
The knife. What's its location? Where's it at?
It should still be in my car.
Should be in the car. So
if I didn't drop it after.
Gotcha.
So it's either in the car or it's at their house.
Gotcha.
That's because you know it's not in the car.
Because you know, yeah.
And your
so you like,
your conscious, like, nah, You're like, I ain't finna tell the truth.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell the truth.
Detectives would wrap this interrogation up quickly as they got exactly what he needed. Isaac doubled down on his claims of self-defense and lied through his teeth in order to do so. Now that they have these statements on record, Isaac is going to have a really hard time proving his innocence once he's confronted. But for now, police have another issue to address. It's still unclear what Sabra's role was in the murder. The phone recording could indicate that she handed Isaac the knife, so she could be equally as guilty for the crime as Isaac is. However, their one priority is to convict Isaac and extract the truth of what happened that night. So they sit Sabra down for her one and only interrogation, with plans to slowly build the pressure until she breaks down and confesses everything.
Let's start out at, let's say, 8 o'clock last night. What time did you get to the party?
So I was at work and then I got off at 7. I asked for around 7:30. I had a few people coming at 10 really late, so I didn't get out until about 7:30. I went home. He was asleep when I got there, Isaac was. So I woke him up and I was like, you still want to go? He's like, yeah, let's, we'll just go for a few hours because I was supposed to open today. Well, once we got
When it like 3 o'clock at night?
Well, when they got there?
It was like 3 a.m. when they left. After all that?
Yeah, like
and y'all weren't even ready to go, so we'll stay in a few hours because I gotta go work. I gotta go open up in the morning. Y'all should have left. We would have came in, hey, how everybody doing? Y'all want some drink? No, cause we gotta go head back home because we got work in the morning. That's just to show my face. Y'all didn't even have attentions. She already in line. Y'all was gonna let's turn the fuck up. That's what y'all was trying to do.
there, my brother was like, yeah, I want to drink with you. Like, just stay and then we'll make sure you're up in the morning. I just decided to sit on the couch because I was like, I know I gotta get up in the morning. I gotta go to work. I don't want to get too like wasted. So I was just sitting on the couch and they're still having a good time. Isaac's having a good time. And all of a sudden I hear this big arguing. And I was like, oh my gosh, please tell me it's not with Isaac. I go out and I hear like a bunch of different stories. Isaac and a few other people are saying that he accidentally.
Both of y'all even leaving out build up. Did you get in the pool? Did you get in the jacuzzi, the pool, shawty? The hot tub, whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
Did you get in the hot tub, shawty? Also, like the other girl said, you got mad because you thought he was flirting with another female. Mm-hmm. She left that out. All of a sudden, I heard a big fight. No, you was because as soon as I got there, I just sat on the couch the whole damn time.
Girl, we got there wasted.
We got there at 8 p.m. and I didn't move to 3 a.m. Name one person sitting there for all them hours. What's that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. You tell me for 7 hours. See, 7 hours. Now I know you went, you up and down, up and down, up and down. Gotta go to the bathroom. Gotta go to I'm a little parched. I need something to sip on. Name one person. It's your brother's birthday party. You finna take a shot or two with your brother.
Accidentally pushed Horizon, which is my brother's girlfriend. Then my brother's sitting here saying he intentionally pushed her. I don't think he intentionally pushed her. He's not the type of person. He's not violent.
Girl, shut up.
Stories. Isaac and a few other people are saying that he accidentally pushed Horizon, which is my brother's girlfriend. Then my brother's sitting here saying he intentionally pushed her. I don't think he intentionally pushed her. He's not the type of person.
So when he be beating on your ass, that he's not that type of person. When he pushed your mom, he ain't that type of person. When him and your brother go, girl, denial ain't the only thing.
Girl, don't. Yeah. Anyway.
He's not violent, especially with girls. Because his mom was abused by his dad, so he knows what it's like. And he's seen his...
That's where he learned it from his dad. He learned it from his dad. And he saw his mama go through it. So he put other women through it. That's why.
Mom goes through all that. So I know he's not that type of person.
It's awfully odd that Sabra describes
That's
Isaac
sad.
as non-violent and doubles down on him not
He
being
got a
the aggressor the
domestic
entire
violence
night, because all of the previous witnesses stated otherwise. Isaac has had a thorough history of abuse, and everyone besides Sabra clearly remembers him being the aggressor the entire night. There is a good chance that the reason why Sabra is defending Isaac is a far more deep-rooted issue. Trauma bonding occurs when an individual suffers from cycles of abuse, followed by positive reinforcement. This causes the victim to develop a strong emotional attachment to the abuser, which can result in a rationalization of the abuser's behavior. Considering the fact that Isaac has abused Sabra's mom, one might question if he's really the saint Sabra makes him out to be in their relationship. But for now, all that Sabra wants is to defend Isaac, because to her, it doesn't matter if he's a murderer.
And they're sitting here arguing. I'm trying to talk to Isaac to calm him down because I'm like one of the only people that can calm him down. I'm like, okay, let's just, if anything, let's just go in your car, sit for like a couple hours, and then we can go home. Then they followed us outside. It was like 10 guys, all of my brother's friends. And this guy, I think his name is Clay. I don't want to be wrong. He goes, are you really starting problems again? And I think he might have thought maybe when I had my panic attack that Isaac was starting some sort of drama, but he pushed Isaac. Isaac went flying back into a car. I tried to intervene and just trying to get Isaac away.
Girl, he stole on him. Hell yeah, I'm gonna push your ass. You ain't finna swing it.
I didn't want to see my brother fight Isaac and any of that to happen. They end up like back behind Isaac's car. They end up going down that hill. I'm following them, trying to, break it up. Somehow I fall and they're like trampling all over me. I have a big bruise on my knee, and Isaac, he got in the car and he goes, Sabra, come on. I didn't even know someone got stabbed until way after we left. And Isaac was like, I think I stabbed that dude. I think I stabbed him. I was like, oh my God. Isaac was like, you literally ran away. Like, that's not what you should do. And I think we stopped at his friend's house because his friends lived shortly down the street. He was flipping out because he was like, he was like, oh my God, I don't want to get in trouble. Then he ended up falling asleep. So I had an alarm at 7 so I could try and wake up and get time to call someone and see if they were up at that time. And then at that time, that's when I hear pounding on our front door. And I walk out, and Isaac's mom was like, Isaac needs to get out of here. There's a bunch of cops out here drawing their weapons. He's got to go out.
It's clear Sabra doesn't intend on cracking, so detectives decide it's time to put the pressure on Sabra and get her to confess.
You can't think of anything else that you forgot to tell us or didn't mention?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Or what do you know, Justin?
I'm glad Shorty took that video recorded. Even though she wasn't consciously recording, because she didn't even realize what she was really recording. But I'm glad she recorded, because both of these some lying ass fuckers.
I know him not like really well. I just know that him and I were friends for a couple of years.
How long were you at the house talking to him today with Isaac?
Like 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes.
Only 5 to 10 minutes.
As far as I know, I went in to pee, then we were out there for a little bit, and then we left.
I'm sure that somebody's already kind of explained things to you, right? So, mother to mother, you love your children, right?
Yes, very much.
Okay, and you want to see your kids again someday, right?
Yeah.
Because today, somebody's actions made it so a mother lost her son, a father lost his son, somebody lost their boyfriend, okay? Several friends lost another friend who bled out at the hands of someone that you care about, and you know something.
I don't.
Girl, we already got all the evidence.
Yeah, but I didn't know he got stabbed. I didn't know that until after we left.
If you're trying to protect this man, you're going to go down as an accomplice for murder.
I'm not, I promise.
She should.
You know something.
I got knocked down and I was on the floor or on the ground, and then I got up and I didn't see anyone on the floor. I didn't see anyone else on the floor. I swear.
Girl, you were so intoxicated you tripped and fell by yourself. You didn't get trampled. You got up, went to that back seat of that car, and you got to digging, trying to get a man his knife.
I'm trying to protect him.
You said what?
I just said that's crazy.
So what did he say after he stabbed him? Because you guys drove away together. He had to have said something.
He didn't. He really didn't. He said, I don't even think he said anything. He just got in the car. I got in the car. And then we left. And then shortly after that, he said that he stabbed someone.
I'm going to tell you that I talked to his parents, and they said that he's an explosive, angry, violent drunk.
Mm-hmm. He is. And he is. He's never been like aggressive to me. He gets aggressive, and he punches back windshield. He does stupid things when he's drunk. I'll be the first to admit that.
Listen.
You wasn't the first to admit that. You was the first to lie for that.
He could never do anything like that. He's not a violent person. Girl.
You just told them.
He died. He's dead. He's gone.
I know, and that breaks my freak.
So, your honesty today is imperative about what happened. Your honesty today is the paramount of what we need done. Okay? You're not telling us. You're hiding some stuff back because you're protecting me. All right, now listen to me. I've spoken to your mother on the phone.
So did I.
You know he's violent against women, correct? He's been violent before against women, correct?
He was violent against your own mama.
Talking about Isaac.
Yes, he did push my mom.
But girl, you just said he's not violent,
especially towards women. Girl, I wish.
and for how we know for a fact that he's violent towards you, what makes your mom step into anything that y'all got going? Me and you been together for how long?
A long time.
See, like 2 days long. That's what you ought to say. How many times has family members had to get in between us about anything?
Absolutely zero.
All right.
Like what?
This ain't that. My boy, my girl, Shorty. He's a violent. We ain't never argued in front.
Everybody have arguments.
Hold on. We're a couple. We argue.
Yeah.
We disagree. We're human.
Yeah.
In front of people, and no. Let them tell it. They be like, if they found out we argued, they be like, "What the hell y'all arguing?"
What y'all arguing about? Because people argue. People have disagreements.
Yeah, but it ain't like we ain't. No, I'll be damned if I ever talk to C crazy in front of her mama. What the fuck?
You can talk crazy to me.
No, you know what I'm saying. I might get a little.
You be trying to put your little foot down.
I might get you a little. You know what I'm saying. But I'll be down. It's a respect thing, bro. Yeah. It's a respect thing. I'm not finna disrespect you in front of your mama.
And you push my mom across the room, but you talk about he's not. I wish you would.
If you push if I push your mom across the room, what
are you doing?
You think I'm doing to you?
Exactly. No.
Because typically, you got more respect for the mama than you probably have
for the person. No.
He did what?
He pushed my mom.
Pushed your mom?
Because he went to court for it. She punched him first, and then he pushed her. So I will say that yes, but he has never laid a hand on me. He's never done anything like that.
You told me earlier that you would never do that to a woman, correct?
I totally forgot about my mom. I'm so sorry.
It's your mom. How can you forget about your mom? You're trying to protect him.
Yes, you are trying to protect him.
I'm going to tell you right now.
And your brother and your mama already said he'd be abusive to your ass.
And your brother already don't like him. Why he don't like him?
Because he abusive to you. That's beyond trauma bonded. Like, this beyond that. Shorty's stupid.
And it's sad. It's sad because it does happen a lot.
Yeah. Trust me.
I know.
You know
I know.
If anybody know about this shit, I know.
Yeah, same.
So... Yo, you gotta, but on some real spill, Shorty, you need to go to prison right along with them.
Let's see if she end up.
That my specialty is domestic violence, sexual assault, and crimes against children, and the living conditions that your children are in.
That's another story.
A deplorable, sickening crime. I'm 35 years old and I could barely breathe in that house. There's dog feces everywhere. The ammonia in that house is horrible. We've made a referral to have your children emergency room. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you know how I know you're full of shit? You went to your mom's, you went to Justin's, all before you went back to the house. I talked to your mom.
I did go to my mom's. I totally forgot. I am so sorry.
Are you forgetting because you were drunk? Or are you forgetting because you were high?
No.
You're forgetting because she doesn't want to tell us the truth.
Right.
The only thing that I can have and that I can say about you right now is either she was lying, she's a or she was scared, but she finally told us the truth.
I was scared.
Oh, I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Stop feeding her stuff. Sorry, y'all.
She banging on her.
Don't feed her that. Don't feed her that.
I knew he was finna pull that shit.
Don't feed her that. You ain't scared.
Quit giving their ass an out.
You weren't scared,
She
boo.
don't deserve an out.
Stop. Don't do that. Somebody lost their life.
Yeah, ooh. That's some
was
bullshit.
scared. No.
You gave her the out, bro.
And when she mentioned that she requested to have the kids, you had no reaction. You had no reaction.
So he said, "Oh, you was scared." Oh yeah, I was scared. Stop that, bro. I hate when they do that. I mean, damn, bro. Y'all got that much evidence. You really don't need her.
Because if I was that scared, I'm not leaving with you. Period. My brother here, too. I'm not leaving with you.
He can't kill everybody.
No.
Okay.
Who the hell he think he is,
You
Jason?
knew that he threw the knives at Justin's house, correct?
Yes, and I apologize. I was scared.
Lying again.
And I'm being honest to God, I didn't see a gun. I didn't know who had a gun. I know my brother has a gun registered in his name.
Did your brother have a gun?
You see how she trying to throw her brother a slit? Big fuck you. And fuck you.
You don't care about your brother. You don't care about your mama.
Yeah, fuck her, bro.
I don't know. I didn't see.
That's how I would be.
What did you see about the stabbing?
I didn't see, and I'm being completely truthful on everything. I didn't see anyone get stabbed. I didn't see anyone fall to the floor. I didn't see anything. This is when I think all of this stabbing happened when I was on the ground.
Well,
yeah.
Is there anything else that you think that we should know about?
Liar.
Is there anything that you want the prosecutor to know? Because now's the time to make your case if you feel that you have one.
I'd like to write out an apology letter for lying to us about that.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Sabra is going to crack anytime soon. However, her lying is just as bad as Isaac's, so convincing her shouldn't be much of a challenge. Additionally, her cathartic behavior only strengthened the case against Isaac, as she revealed that they did in fact hide the knives at Justin's home, giving detectives another lie to confront Isaac with. So once and for all, using all the evidence they've collected for the last several days, detectives sit Isaac down for a final interrogation.
We're going to re-Mirandize you since we've had a break in between. Do you know what your Miranda rights are? Okay, I'm going to read them to you.
After reading Isaac his rights, he would recount everything that happened the night of the murder. We've heard his story multiple times now, so I'll fast forward through that portion of the interrogation.
Okay. So, I'm going to tell you the only thing you have left in this world is your integrity. You know what integrity is? Yeah, your honesty. And I'm going to tell you that I have found about 40 loopholes already in your story. And I know the truth. I'm not going to ask you a question I already don't have the answer to. Okay, that would make me a horrible detective. Been here since 3:30 this morning. The last thing I want is your bullshit. Okay? I am giving you honesty and I'm giving you the opportunity to come clean. Okay? If I go to the prosecutor and say he gave me a line of crap, you know what they're going to do? They're going to throw the book at you come court time. If I go to the prosecutor and I say, hey, this is a guy who made mistakes, because we all make mistakes. We do it every single day. I'm not a perfect person. Dave's not a perfect person. We've done and seen some fucked up things, okay? What you did last night is fucked up. You killed somebody.
What?
He's dead.
And I died.
Yeah, he died at 8:31 this morning. The world lost a father. He leaves behind a 9.5-month-old son named Jet, okay? Somebody lost their son this morning. A mother and father lost their son. A girlfriend lost her boyfriend that she held compression on for several minutes waiting for a medic to get there to try and save his life. He died at Grant this morning and you're facing murder charges.
I didn't know that.
He did, because you didn't stab him twice. You stabbed him multiple times. Way more than twice. And I've interviewed probably...
You see how he's trying to force himself to like kind of show some type of emotion? but he can't even because he's like he's genuinely trying to force himself.
Straining them. No.
Like he's my gosh, bro. Because everything she tried to tell him, like it be the more negative, he kind of get this little. But I can't be emotional about because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
15 or 16 people today that have painted a pretty gruesome picture involving you. This is your chance to be honest about it.
I was just trying to get them to stop.
You get one shot at this, and one shot only. I've talked to your mom. I know you are a very violent, explosive person. I know you drink almost every weekend. You left her in the care and custody of your 2 children, Draco and Waylon, who are 13 months and 4 months old. I've been inside your bedroom. I've been inside your car. I've had a very deep conversation with your girlfriend's mother, and everyone that was at that cabin. You get one shot at this with me, and that's it. You want to start over?
With this brilliant confrontation, the detective successfully convinced Isaac to start again with his story. Just like in Sabra's interview, he already gave his version of events before this, so any mistakes he makes now will seal his fate.
Start at the very beginning. How did you end up there?
Ended up because Sabra wanted to go, and I told her that I would go with her. And so we ended up going. But we've never got along, me and her brother. And of course, her brother's friends aren't going to like me if he don't like me. But he said that he was going to be cool, calm, and collected. I said I would do the same. And I was until everything blew up. And once everything blows up, then I just blow up and I end up blacking out.
How much cocaine did you do last night?
I didn't do any.
I know there was cocaine there. I have already found the cocaine.
I didn't do any.
Did you smoke weed?
No.
How much did you drink last night?
I think I drank a 12-pack of Miller.
Damn!
I took a couple shots of Hennessy.
Damn!
And a bottle of green, it's like green sour apple schnapps.
Damn!
There was like a half bottle of that.
Half a bottle?
Nigga, you should have been laid up under a tree somewhere.
Hennessy, a 12-pack of milk, baby. That's a lot. That's a lot. I wouldn't been standing up. I wouldn't have been able to function.
Boy, when I used to party, bro, I just drank a couple.
I would have been in the corner somewhere.
Look, couple shots of Henny, and I'm good. Like what? Like why we need to be that wasted, bro, to have a good time?
Or at all.
You ain't even gonna know what the fuck going on.
Or at all. If you have to drink to have a good time, then that's
you're not having a good time.
Not having that. No, that's
nothing
an issue.
is being remembered, bro. You know the best memories I got of times I've had?
It's sober.
When you were sober, everybody's sober, and we all
just having a good time. If you have to drink, and period, especially get drunk.
The drunk situations be some of the worst ones.
No.
Because always some fucked up shit. Somebody get to fight, somebody get to arguing.
Or worse.
You want me to tell you the best times is when you're sober. Everybody's sober. We lit, we turned up. We don't have to drink to get lit, bro. You don't have to smoke to be lit. You can be sober and have a great ass time.
So you drank a lot of alcohol, knowing that you have an explosive personality when you're drunk. Okay. Was there some jealousy issues at this party last night?
Yeah, a little bit.
What happened?
Well,
you left that out, didn't you?
It's just her brother's friend. Well, her friend and her brother's friend, Trey. I've always not liked him because she sits there and says always like a brother, but then she got mad at me one time and said, "Oh, well, Trey's so hot, I'll just go."
Why the fuck she even bring your ass? Both honestly, why the fuck
she should have stayed at home?
Both of y'all should have stayed at home and cleaned that nasty ass house up. Take care of them 2 taller ass kids that y'all got. Y'all got 2 newborns, 13 months. Like that? Cause they both newborns.
But
what?
No, it's just how you said it. But but for real though, y'all should have just stayed at home. She gotta go to work and open the next morning. He was already asleep when you got home. You should have left him sleep.
No, y'all should. Honest, yeah. Yeah, because she said when I got home, I asked him did he still want to go.
And then I woke him up and asked him.
But then he said it was your idea to go. Sabra, it was your idea to go. You just asked that he want to go. We could go.
She was like, you still want to go? Yeah, she said she woke him up and was like, you still want to go?
Because she wanted to go.
Yeah, it's her brother. But at the end of the day, you know how he is. You knew it was a birthday party.
And you know the people
alcohol
don't
was
vibe
going to
with
be
him
involved.
anyway.
You know the people that's there. You know what they partake in. Y'all should stay at home.
He's controlling and abusive. She couldn't go unless he went. That's the reason why she asked that he want to go. Because if he doesn't go,
she can't,
and she wants to go because she actually likes some of the people there.
Yeah,
and it's her brother's birthday, so it's an excuse for her to get turned up.
Yeah. So that's where I don't really trust him anymore, and so when he came, that's kind of where I got jealous.
Okay, so Sabra is talking to Trey, right? Where are they together?
Oh, they're in hot tub.
Okay. And she starts having a panic attack. Yeah. Because why?
She thought I was gonna be mad.
If Sabra had panic attacks just thinking that Isaac was going to be mad at her, one can question exactly how much abuse she dealt with to behave like this. Worse yet is the fact that Sabra still believed Isaac to be a saint, going as far as to cover up his murder.
So a scuffle ensues, and during this scuffle, Sabra tries to break it up, right? Okay. And what happens to Sabra as she's trying to break this up?
As she says, she got trampled.
Who comes to run to her aid?
I have no clue.
Okay. So.
Why not you? You her man. Is she getting trampled? Everybody on top. You check on your.
Fair to say that you probably blacked out, or there's bits and pieces missing here?
Yeah.
So Dalton comes running over because his sister's now on the ground, and she has this tattoo that says "My brother's keeper," and they're close, right? And he is screaming at you guys to knock the shit off because his sister's now on the ground, and Sabra is having some type of panic attack, right? She goes to get in the car, and she's screaming at you at this point, right? Do you remember this?
No.
Okay.
Is that when we start fighting on the hill?
Uh-huh. And what happens on that hill?
On the hill, that's where I got pushed down.
Do you have injuries that would corroborate you saying you got pushed down? The scrapes on your side?
Yeah, I got scrapes all over my side, and I have a big knot right here where I got hit.
Okay. So you get pushed down this hill, and then what?
Then I think we kept on going at it.
Who's we? Because we have about 20 or 22 people now that have been at this cabin.
I don't even know their names.
I saw the video. Somebody clearly shoved you in the front, which started the scuffle.
That's about.
They didn't start the scuffle. The scuffle when he threw that punch. Let's take it back. Let's all see the punch
in the front.
They go the punch being thrown from his hand.
From his hand, he hit somebody first. They smacked his hand away, and they
pushed
him.
His ass. That's the start of it. And y'all keep giving them cop-outs. Y'all saying, oh, you blacked out. Yes, I blacked out. Oh, you were scared. Yes, I was scared. Quit giving them excuses, bro.
Which started the scuffle.
Yeah, this is about the only part I remember is getting pushed. And then kind of gone from there until I got in my car.
And when you get in your car, what happens?
That's where I think I grabbed the knife. Yeah, he was pulling on the door, I think.
I'll tell you that I have a footprint that tells me they were trying to close the door. Do you remember any of that?
No.
Okay, and where's Sabra?
She was still sitting in the car.
Did she get out of the car at any point?
It don't even matter.
I don't think so.
Is she paying attention to what you're doing there, or is she preoccupied with something?
I think she was watching TikToks on her phone.
Watching TikToks on her phone, knowing her boyfriend just stabbed somebody. It's pretty normal behavior, right? I mean, hey, you went home and took a nap.
He mad.
Like, it was just another day in the park for you.
He pissed off.
I was too drunk. I didn't really remember when I got home.
But not too drunk to drive. Not too drunk to dispose of the murder weapon. Not too drunk to try and cover up your tracks. Did you know his name was Charlie? Yeah. You never met Charlie before that, did you?
That's sad, bro.
So, you grabbed Charlie by the neck, and you didn't stab Charlie 2 times. You stabbed Charlie 6 times. The side of his neck, right here on his face, twice in his side, once in his back, and somewhere in between his head and his neck.
Jesus.
You left. You left Charlie to lay there and bleed out on the ground.
Oh my God.
Charlie didn't die right away, but Charlie, he died. He coded out in a trauma bay. He made it in an airplane to a hospital in Columbus. Made it through the surgery, and then he kaput. His heart gave out.
Lost too much.
And you know what? His kid isn't the only one left without a dad. Because Draco and Waylon aren't going to have their dad either. They're not going to have their mom either. She went to jail today.
What's she gonna do?
Complicity to murder. Because she knew and she didn't do anything about it. And I turned your kids over to the state earlier this afternoon. Because the living conditions in that house are deplorable as well.
See, he pissed off. You see, he pissed off. Look at his eyes. He pissed off at you. He like, if you want a cop, and you want, because not only did you take my kids, you took you take my Sabra kids. You took my kids, and now my kids are in the custody of the state. They don't like that shit, and y'all done charged her with assistance of the murder. Yeah, he's pissed off. He ready to get at you too.
So they're not going to have a mother or a father. Does that change things for you? Yeah. Does that put some things into perspective? But you weren't thinking about that when you threw the knife. All right. Isaac, you're going to stand up, put your hands behind your back. At this time, you're under arrest for murder.
At this point, Isaac has nothing more to say, and the body cam concludes shortly after. With so much evidence stacked against him and his girlfriend, the two were placed into custody as they awaited their trial. A year later, on August 26, 2024, Sabra Flagg pled guilty to obstructing justice. This is a 5th-degree felony that comes with a maximum of 12 months in prison and a $2,500 fine. As for Isaac Pence, he was convicted of 1 count of murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. A month later, on September 25th, he was finally sentenced to 18 years to life in prison, where he will not see the light of day for a long, long time. If you're interested in watching our uncensored...
All he got was 18 to life, so he has the possibility of parole after 18.
18.
Man, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. And all she got was a year
and
for handing somebody a murder weapon to kill somebody. Because that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Man, push on, bro. Y'all. Hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how I go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Peace.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me.